What's up? It's day 26. This is our very last day of the weights workouts. Doesn't mean that you finished the program. You still got a couple more days to go, and you've got your after pictures. But we're finishing off chest, calves, as we always do. What we're doing today, we're prioritizing our upper chest, starting with an incline. I'm using a machine here, but again, you can use dumbbells, you can use a barbell, whatever. I'm using the hammer strength here. But remember, we're not going all out. We don't want to create too much inflammation. Let's just edge it towards failure, work on the contraction and that mind-muscle connection, and push that little bit of glycogen that is left, those vapors, into the muscle. Don't let it escape. Okay, so we did 10 repetitions there, stripped the weight down, and did another 10. Now I got one more set on incline of just doing 20 straight. Felt a lot heavier than I thought it would. But everything's gonna feel heavy at this rate, at this time. You know, in the last week as your fat's getting low, and obviously the fuel that we're putting in our body isn't as much as the body would like to have to explode out the hole. So keep it nice and slow and controlled. All right, that's it for upper chest. Let's go move on to mid portion of the pecs now. Let's take it down. Okay, now we're gonna finish off on a flat movement. You know, normally we've been doing a lot of isolation exercises, but on chest here today, I'm doing predominantly pressing because I find that I can get just a real good isolation out of the chest by doing machines here, whether it be a fly or whether it be a press. So, you know, I'm getting a good pump, I can feel it, so there's no reason why I can't do it. Man, I thought this was going to be a warm-up set, but it turned into be my working set. There's so much fatigue in me now. There isn't much gas in the tank to take me to the end. So, all right, so did 10 reps, strip the weight down, did 10. Now we're going to leave this weight on and do 20 to finish off this exercise. So sometimes you will pick up a weight, as I've mentioned before, and you'll think it's light, but give it a few reps and it'll start slapping you in the head and giving you a wake-up call. So final exercise here is for the lower chest. We start off with an incline, hit upper, right underneath the clavicle. We did the middle portion of the fibers here, and now we're doing the lower portion right underneath the armpit there, just to finish off with an isolation fly movement, which is the cable crossover, before we move on to calves. Getting the pump now out of this first set, especially when we squeeze out the extra 5. Going slow and, well, you know, and contract at the bottom of the movement there and get a good stretch as well. Second set, 10 repetitions, rest for 10 seconds, strip the weight, push out 10. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now I can feel a pump throughout the whole of the chest now. Upper, bottom, mid, inside out. Minor, major, so that's exactly what we want. You know what the last set is, didn't you, Phil?
Best set.
Best set, man. Okay, so let's make it the best set of our last chest workout of this video series. But remember, I'll be here next week, smashing chest, smashing legs, as always, and so will you be. We go on to the next phase. It doesn't stop. Remember, the passion is within the journey, not the destination. Keep focus on the destination. What do you do when you get there? So, finished chest upstairs, and now come downstairs to hit legs. It's freezing cold in here, so I put the coat back on. So this week we're doing calf press on the 45-degree leg press. Just did the first set of 10 reps, rested for 10 seconds, put out 5, and it was a little bit too light, so I did about 15 reps to failure. And then I punched out another 5, and I went really slow to make sure that weight was heavy enough. So I'm just gonna do 10 repetitions now, rest 10 seconds, and put out another 10. So on our second set, I did like 13 again on the first, rested for 10 seconds, and I pushed out, I think, 11 reps on the next one. So it's just a little tiny tad light, but it doesn't matter if you get to your repetitions and you still got some gas in the tank, then get rid of that gas. You know, make sure you reach absolute failure to break down the muscle tissue. So I'm gonna leave that weight on now, and I'm just gonna try to punch out 20 straight, and if I can't remember, we can bring in the rest pause principle to ensure that we do. That's it, the end. We completed it. So finished off here now strong, but we haven't finished yet. Yes, you have the pictures on Sunday, but before then, we still have to finish our cardio. We've got our active rest days, so I'm gonna have my post-workout shake now, do my cardio, 50 minutes, then I got an hour tomorrow in the morning, then an hour in the evening, and we've got to make sure that we stay on track. Remember, look at the page for the amount of carbohydrates that you should be taking in each day now, because you're gonna load up a little bit more on Sunday, just to fill you out a little bit. On Sunday, I do not want you to do cardio. None at all, because that's the day that you're gonna be taking your pictures. We don't want any inflammation. Sure, you can do the cardio after you've taken your pictures, if you want, in the afternoon. So that's it for me today. I've got to head on down to London now, as I mentioned before. This is my reward for the end of the video series. A lot of people reward themselves with food. Last time I got myself a stepper. This time I'm going to go down to London and see Gary Newman. That's my reward. Remember, this is a lifestyle.